Force basketball on Altitude, brought to you by Hugh Burger Subaru. 59-56. My stat sheet said that final dunk counted, in case you're wondering. So
I was wondering, thank you.
Needless to say, Air Force will take it. You realize that the Falcons, Katie, did not have a field goal in the final 4 minutes plus of this game, still found a way to win.
They found a way to win because they made their free throws down the stretch.
Yes, they did.
In this game. Even though they didn't make a field goal, like you said, Vic, they were able to sub up to the line and make it when it mattered most. And they had contributions from quite a few different players at different points in this game.
Well, the 12-1 run by Montana made it close. They cut it to 1 late. It looked like Air Force was easy breezy. What did Montana do differently down the stretch?
Well, first and foremost, I want to say this. Joe Scott talked about this matchup being a test of how much better has Air Force gotten from last year to this year. And the way that they won this game speaks to their experience. It speaks to their maturity through this past year. Montana down the stretch, however, had a couple players that were very aggressive. They scored in the paint all game long. They only hit 1 3. Again, it was one that was down the stretch. But Air Force ultimately was able to play solid defense and get the win.
Another strong game for Corbin Green, the freshman. 15 points, 3 blocks.
He had a stretch there where he had 9 points to start the second half, and he took over in a lot of ways, was very aggressive. Air Force had 3 players finish in double figures: Corbin Green, Jake Heidbreeder, and Jeffrey Mills, who was key when it came to making free throws late in this game. But ultimately, the execution kind of mid-second half was really good. Air Force came out of the locker room, and they dictated against this Montana defense that was really solid in the first half.
16 for Heidbreeder, 15 for Green. You see him there, that little putback action, but they could not pull away. Lionel Martin made that 3 late to cut it to 1, and we had a tight game.
Yeah, Jonathan Brown for Montana finished with 10 points, and I think almost all 10 of them came in the second half, and he just didn't want this Grizz team to go down without a fight. So he was attacking, being aggressive, and again, Air Force didn't score a field goal for the final, how long? 5 minutes of the game?
5:01.
5:01 of the game, and still found a way to win because of their free throws.
Grizzlies out-rebounding Air Force, but when it mattered most, you saw the rebound that made a huge difference in this game. Look at the three-point shooting, Katie.
Air Force's defense did such a tremendous job of not giving the Grizzlies any great looks from 3. Were they without one of their best three-point shooters? Yes. But Air Force still took away those open looks in a lot of different situations. And we talked about this, Vic. It was a battle of the defenses. Yeah. We knew that coming into this game. And Air Force, ultimately, I think to start the second half, that stretch was the biggest when they were aggressive offensively and they kept their defense up.
Game started slow but finished strong. And by the way, Katie, I don't want to brag or anything, but the Falcons are undefeated here on Altitude Sports.
Coincidence? We think not.
They've also won 3 in a row. Up next for the Falcons Wednesday against Arkansas Pine Bluff right here at Clune Arena. For Katie Wingy, I'm Vic Lombardi. We'll be back again November 30th. Pine Bluff taking on your Falcons. This has been a presentation of Altitude Sports, your home for the Air Force Falcons. For Katie and the entire crew, I'm Vic. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you all season long right here on Altitude.